I have a document here that has the territories and regions that are usually within the Middle East. It lists all the nations that you usually are part of the Middle East. And if we notice this list, I can clearly see that there are 17 countries that make up this list. It starts from 1, I have numbered them, and it goes on till 17. The other thing that we notice is that country number 13, which is United Arab Emirates, is actually made up of 7 emirates. The famous among them are mostly Abu Dhabi and Dubai, and Sharjah. So it is made up of 7 emirates. So this numbering helps us read this list much more easily. In this video, we will see how we can bullet or number a list like this. To help us with this demonstration, I have another document which looks similar, but I have not numbered or bulleted them. So let's see how that works. To bullet or number a certain list, I need to first select that list, and I could click on this icon here, which is bullets or numbers. That's the shortest way to do this. The second way to do it would be to right click and choose bullets and numbering. The third way to do it would be to click on format after selecting the text and click on bullets and numbering. We get this dialog box. Let me go to the first tab. There are several tabs and let's explore each of them separately. The first one is for bullets. Since I want numbers and not bullets, this is not the tab I should be on, but let's demonstrate what happens if I select this solid small circular bullets as my bullet and click OK. So I get everything bulleted like this. This is not really what I want. I want it to be numbered, so I could right click and go to bullets and numbering. Let's go to the second tab, which is number type, and select the kind of number I want attached to this list, which is this, and click OK. Once I do that, I see that everything has been listed as countries with numbers attached to each of them. Now there is an issue with country number 14 through till 20. These are not separate countries, they form a part of the United Arab Emirates. Now I want them to be a second level list. One of the ways to do that is to go to the beginning of each of these countries, Emirates, and press the tab key on my keyboard. Once I've done that, I see that everything has been bulleted. What I can do is select them and right click and choose, instead of bullets, choose numbers. In this case, I will choose the lowercase Roman numbers and click OK. This looks a little better. Now these 7 are not the part of the main list. I also need to number these 3 countries, so let me choose numbers from the shortcut. But I have an issue that it's starting from 1 and not continuing this list, which is 14 and onwards, which is 15, 16 and 17, for which I can select those numbers, right click, go to bullets and numbering. Under options, which is the last tab, instead of start at 1, I can choose to start at 15 and then click OK. Now it looks better because all the countries are listed in this list. It ends at 14 here, but it also starts at 15 here, which shows me that this is one long list. So this is how we do bullets and numbering in LibreOffice Writer. But there are a few more things I would like to do as part of formatting this list. One of the things I don't like is the amount of space between the number and the item when the numbers become 2 digits. The 1-digit numbers are fine, I like this space, but the 2-digit numbers not so much. One way I like resolving that is to, instead of having all the numbers left aligned, I choose right aligned so that all these dots line up. So I select bullets and numbering, and in position tab I choose numbering alignment as right aligned. Now if we notice that I'm going to affect this big list and not this smaller list, because this smaller list is a level 2 list, not the level 1 list. So I've chosen level 1, made it right aligned. I could click on OK, and this is not changed. I could right click again, either on this list or the specific list, choose level 2 and choose right align again, and then click OK. So this became right aligned as well. So the amount of space is uniform irrespective of whether it's a single digit number or a 2-digit number in my list. There is another thing I would like to change, which is how close it is to the left of my page. I can change that as well, for which I choose the list, go back to bullets and numbering, and under the position tab it is aligned at 0.64 centimeters. I would like to change both for level 1 and level 2. I would like to push it a centimeter, which means I can change this to 1.64, and under level 2 it's 1.27. I can make it 2.27. That way I have pushed all the list by 1 centimeter. Click on OK, and this is moved to the right. This gives us one small issue which I like fixing, but we could leave it this way, but I would like to reduce the space between the number and the item. That's the last thing that we will learn in this video. So I right click, choose bullets and numbering, and here in the position tab, numbering followed by a tab stop, I reduce it from 1.27 to 0.9. and click OK. And now we notice that the space reduced. I did not make that change for level 2, so it still remains like this, but if you would like, you can do that as well.